Hey guys, just a second. I'm gonna make sure this volume's turned up on this thing. It wasn't. Okay. Now it's on. Sorry, it it knocked my volume off. So must have pushed a button and it made it go on mute. Sorry about that. I just needed to make a video, guys. I needed to vent bad. As the title suggests, it does. It just seems like God enjoys just beating the hell out of me. Uh, Tonight, the last couple of days I've been in a rough wave. Had some rough symptoms, couldn't relax. Things were rough. But we've had a man working on our house. We had to. We were having problems in the bathroom with the tiling and everything was coming loose. It's an old house, so we had to get it fixed. Wasn't anything we could do about it. But I went in there, we had those days I was losing sleep because, see, he's there a lot, so I'm having to be out a lot, and I'm tired, and I'm worn out. I've been up since 6, and I'm tired. It's like after 2 in the morning here, and, well, I got up, and I went down. Thought I saw somebody I knew. Went down to, the bar that I go to. I don't go drink, I just go because what else can I do? I still can't go into a lot of buildings. I have problems when I go into them. I went, and a guy that I know, not real good with girls either, like me. He doesn't do real well. Not great looking, but he lies about it. Oh, I'm this cool guy. He's not. It's kind of. He's not a mean guy. He will talk to me, but it's kind of fakey. You know what I mean? And so that kind of ticks me off. But he was there tonight, and this girl, I don't find her very attractive, but I know he does, because she's kind of old. I'm sure she's in her, if I had to guess, at least mid-30s. If I had to guess, at least early to mid-30s. And she slept with a lot of guys, I'm pretty sure. She uses them, and she uses guys to, buy her drinks. The whole 9 yards. Well, she was pretty drunk tonight in there. It was dollar beer night in there, so, people are going to be drinking a lot. She was drunk, and she walked over to him, and apparently he was buying her drinks. But she was, flirting with him, and I could tell he was enjoying it. And she just kept coming back to him, and I'm just sitting here having to watch this. And I get what's going on. I know, I'm a guy. I'm very experienced in this. I know that pretty much she's using him. But see, we're a small town. So now he's going to think, oh, great. And she'll talk to him. And every time she sees him now. And I know this sounds dumb. You had to have been there to see it. That's why I'm buying me a camera that I can put on me, that I kind of can show you. What goes on in my day-to-day life. But I just get so tired of it, guys. It's hurting me to watch it, yeah, nothing's coming of it, I don't think. I don't think that girl really wants him. I think she was using him, to buy a drink, the whole 9 yards. But it's just like, come on, man. And he kept talking to her, and it was actually going well, because my conversations, I can't hold the conversation. Unless they really work with me. I blank, because I can't drink. I would at least need that to loosen me up. I don't even have that. So it's all me. And my nerves are just, somebody got out next to me. I'm at McDonald's parking lot. I just couldn't go home after that. I actually wanted to go home, but just can't go home after that. And, it's like, when can I have my time, man? I'm suffering all the time. The only reason I go in there in the bar is because my symptoms a lot of times die down in there. And they died down tonight. But I have to stay seated. I can't really get up and do a whole lot. It'll stir them up. But I mean, I can't do nothing in there. I know I look awkward because I go there all the time when it's open, but I have nowhere else I can go. I still can't go into a lot of buildings because it makes my symptoms worse and it's unbearable at times. I can't sit home a lot of times. The symptoms get worse. It's like, what am I supposed to do? And I know people in there think I'm probably weird. I'm wearing sweatpants. I don't know if you can see. You know, I can't wear short. Well, it's too cold to wear shorts, but I can't wear regular jeans. It's you know, I can't. It bothers my legs because I'm so sensitive. And it's like, what am I supposed to do, man? It's 2 in the morning here. I'm in a McDonald's parking lot. Depressed out the wazoo. And it's just like, when does this ever get better? I was so suicidal sitting there watching this. And I was the music was going. They didn't have loud music in there tonight. It was more of just the guitar stuff, you know. Uh, but I was kind of mouthing to myself out loud. But say most of the time you can in there because they can't hear you anyway. Uh, but I don't know if anybody heard me. I hope not. I kind of had that, oh God, I just wish you know, I was kind of like that. Just mad at God. And, you know, sometimes you just have your breaking point, and I had it, you know. And I hope nobody heard me in there. I hope not, because I think a lot of them don't like me in there. They probably think I'm a weird person because they don't know the story and they don't know what's going on. They probably wouldn't care anyway, but I tell you guys, I think I'm more suicidal now than I've ever been. I'm not going to kill myself, but it's just the feeling. I'm just feel like there's nothing to live for. Like, I mean, I'm literally suffering every day. You know, sometimes I'm okay, then other times it's really bad. That's how benzo withdrawal is. You know, it's just so back and forth. And you just have every symptom known to man, pain, mental intrusive thoughts that just, you know, keep ruminating and keep happening. You can't stop. It'll drive you nuts. Uh, you know, anxiety. I was anxious all day yesterday. And it's like, and then God does that to me. I mean, come on, man. And I'm better, and look, I'm not comparing, I'm not saying I'm the greatest man alive. I've made my mistakes, but I've had a lot of things against me that, had I not had them, you know, my life would have been a lot different. I think I would have been probably, had I not had the autistic symptoms and the disability, I always said I think I would have been a professor somewhere. And God, with the money you make in academia, man, I'd have been set for life. Heck, I would have been a babe magnet because I had money. You know. Instead, I'm on disability. I'm old. I'm alone. I live with my mom. She's all I got. Me and her are okay most of the time, but she snaps every now and then and always talks about throwing me out, and I'm horrible, and I'm a terrible son, and it's just... You just want to cry. I don't, but... And I'm not going to kill myself. It's just... What do you do? Right? I mean, what do you do? You can't win. You just don't win. It's like I try to win and I just can't. Well, Shane, you know, and I know people think this, you know, well, just get up and try. And it's like, I can't. I think, and this is not an excuse, but not only am I having physical symptoms, I think benzo affects your social skills too. Because other people I have talked with online they said before they took benzos, they were very outgoing people. You know, like they had a lot of friends, were normal socialites. And then when this drug, you know, they came off of it, they said it did something to their nervous system that they have trouble socializing now. Almost kind of like they have an autistic problem. So, I mean, I could be dealing with that. It could just be my normal autism. I don't know. All I know is I have trouble, and my conversations never flow, you know? I never just flow into a conversation at all where everything's going good, we're hitting it off. It's never like that. It's always, it's like I have to work so hard at talking to someone, especially a girl, but it's really anybody. It's just, oh, excuse me, guys, I'm so tired, but I just couldn't go home yet. Um, Boy, that made me miserable, seeing that. I went back by, left early because I went home. I had to use the bathroom. I'm having that running off, the diarrhea type symptom. It's just benzo withdrawal. I'm in a rough wave. So I went home and I did that and came back because I live very close to where the bar is. And I came back, went back by, and I noticed he was still sitting in there, but it looked like they were all gone. So I guess nothing came, nothing came of it. Yeah, it was a real good idea for me to go back and look. Yeah, desperate. But yeah, I guess I am desperate. I'm not desperate for her. I don't want her. She's old. But I know that, oh, he was on cloud nine. Drunk. He was drunk, because they kept buying each other shots and they were just really drunk. I'm not going to keep buying someone shots. I wouldn't buy anybody liquor anyway. I ain't got the money. And of course, I can't drink anyway, even if I wanted to. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. It's tough stuff. I don't know who this person is. Just walked by with the baggy pants and can't tell. To be honest, I don't care. Okay. But yeah, I tell you guys, anybody watching this that isn't going through this, be thankful. Just be thankful. If you're able to do things in your life, do them. Enjoy your life. Don't waste time, because I've had to waste time. I have pretty much been in withdrawal from this drug, all in all, because see, I quit it a couple of times years and years ago. But see, the withdrawal was so horrendous. Of course, I didn't know what was going on, that I kept going back on it and probably kindling myself. That means every time you stop and start, it makes the withdrawal worse. And of course, I didn't know that. But I've probably suffered all total about 10 years now. My whole life has been shattered by this stuff. That's why I'm fat. That's why I can't exercise. See, if you exercise, you can knock yourself. Me exercising back in last February is what knocked me into this. I exercised on a treadmill, and I've been having these horrible, horrible symptoms for 13 months now, almost 14 months. So that gives you an idea of how horrendous this is. And the first 6 months was unbearable, man. I suffered bad every day. It's every goddamn day, man. And if it wasn't for me not being able to sit home, I'd just stay home, just watch TV or something. I can't do that. It's the symptoms that just drive me crazy. At home, God. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. Like, you pardon my yawning. I'm so tired, but I just couldn't go home for that. I just couldn't. And, man, guys. Boy, it must be nice to be happy. But there's one thing, and that's what I'm saying when I say I'm a better guy than these people, because I'll tell you one thing. I'm not good at much of anything. I don't have talent or anything. I'm not good at much of anything, but if there's one thing I'm good at, is reading people. Reading whether they're good or a bad person. I can do that easily. I used to not, but I can now. I can tell just by watching videos of you. I can tell, especially being around somebody like, face to face, whether they're a good or bad person, or whether they're full of it, whether they're realistic. And just like I watched several of these guys on YouTube, like Virgin Messiah George, that's his name. I think he's a good guy. I really think he is. He's like me. He just had a lot of things not go his way in life, and but I think he's a good person. He's made mistakes. He's made mistakes just like all of us. I don't know who these people are over here. We got people running around out here. One in a hoodie. Sorry about that. It just was distracting. Um, but yeah, I think George is a good person. I think if you've ever watched his channel Monday Blue, uh, I like him a lot. Seems like a really good person. Um, I think that I think that sorry about that. Them people running around here again. Wish they'd go on, leave me alone. But yeah, Monday Blue, I think he is a really good person. I like Vincent MGTOW. Vincent One MGTOW. I love watching his videos. I think he's a good person. I really do. Everybody goes, "Oh, you can't tell. It's just videos." But just listening to them and everything, you can tell these are good people. They're trying the best they can. Bernard Chapin, I love him online. I don't get to watch a lot. Sometimes with all this going on, the suffering, I just don't feel like it. But I like to watch Bernard Chapin and of course Roosh. Roosh V's my favorite. I love watching him. But I can read people, man, whether they're real, whether they're fake, and that's why I like these people. And like I said, I know you don't know it's online, but I can tell, you know, that they're genuine people. And of course, the benzo sufferers like Six Slow, Benzo Dan that I watch. Uh, oh, Firefly. I mean, she don't make videos, but I've talked with her. She's a fellow benzo sufferer, and until you go through this shit, you just don't know what suffering is. Oh, and on top of it, recently we had somebody die of a heart attack in our family. 50-something years old, just fell over dead with a heart attack. They said he wouldn't they said he hadn't had any symptoms or anything. And he just fell over dead with a heart attack in the house. With the wife there. And I think of me, see, I'm so overweight, I can't exercise. But I also eat because it's a distraction. Eating is a distraction for me. So it's partly why and I'm eating because I do kind of distract. But it worries me about my weight, so I meant this video to be a little better than it was. I've rambled. But it's just like, come on, man. Come on, God. I truly understand the show Married with Children, the Al Bundy character. I've made a video about this before years ago that I felt like Al was me. That show was made for me. Because, man, if there's ever a guy that just nothing ever went his way, it was me. I was Al Bundy, you know. Just no matter what I did, it's going to go wrong. I could take one of those women home. I could seduce them in there as if I ever would, but I would seduce, even if I seduced them, got them back to my house, it'd go wrong. I mean, something would go wrong. Hell, I'd probably get one of them pregnant. Or I'd be bad in bed. They'd, tell everybody or something, something will go wrong. It's just my life. It's just the way it is. There's not much I can do about it, but I just got to keep going. Well, I need to get in here, and I ain't going to eat nothing at McDonald's. I'm going to buy me a bag of chips and just kind of sit back and relax. So I can go in here and just take it easy for a little while. Well, guys, I guess I'll go ahead and get off. I hope anybody that watches this, I hope you enjoy it. I apologize for rambling, but this was one of those nights I just had to make a video and just vent. Just let it out. I think sometimes you just need to burst forth. That's what I did. Well, guys, take care. Have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care.